And we are back. Pokemon Fire Red, Hardcore Nuzlocke, only using poison types. The run continues. Here we're just going to grab the Venonat encounter in case we need the Venomoth for later. Our team is looking really good, and we're going to pop into the Safari Zone and get some more encounters there as well. So let's just keep this run going. We have to pay a visit to the 5th and 6th gyms coming up. So let's see if we can keep the team safe and keep moving forward. Our Route 19 first encounter is going to be the Tentacool. Tentacool is an absolutely fantastic Pokemon, so we just chuck the Great Ball and secure it. And then for our Safari Zone encounter, it is the female Nidoran. So that means we're going to have a Nidoqueen and a Nidoking on the team. Super excited for it. Let's keep going. It is now time to take on the 5th gym leader, Koga, with his Poison-type Pokemon. So we have Gengar here with the only Psychic TM in the game, but man, is it going to be helpful for this gym battle. Coughing comes down and is gone. Smiles in defeat. Iota absolutely popping off in this run. Muck comes out next. Can it withstand a Psychic? It absolutely can. It's not Stab. It does manage to get the Minimize off for the Evasion Cheese, much like the Raichu. Then I pivot to a Nightshade. I think for a while here I thought Nightshade was kind of like Feint Attack and wouldn't miss, but it actually does have a miss chance just like any other move. However, we just did it for the style points as another Coughing comes out and falls. Gengar is an absolute monster. We go for yet another Psychic, and Wheezing, the ace, goes down in one shot. Gengar absolutely paving the way, and now it's time to go take the 6th gym leader on and see if we can keep this run going without losing anybody else. Let's do it. It is now time to take on Sabrina, the 6th gym leader here, focusing mainly on Psychic type Pokemon. This is definitely one of the biggest obstacles in this run, as the Pokemon that we have at our disposal are all weak to Stab Psychic. So this could go terribly wrong, but we throw out Beta, the Beedrill, we match the level 43 level cap, and we have the super effective Stab Bug type move, Twin Needle, coming in clutch here. Only needs to land one on the Kadabra. Thankfully, we do outspeed. Now, Mr. Mime comes down a little bit tankier, so we just need the 2-tap. No problem here, and Beedrill is really off to the races with this gym battle. However, the Alakazam comes down and gets greedy for a future sight, and that is its final mistake as the Twin Needle opens the door. If Alakazam just shot a Psychic there and it one-shot the Beedrill, we would be in such a bad spot, but it doesn't, and I get a little bit too excited and go for a Secret Power instead of an Aerial Ace. However, we don't get confused, and it doesn't crit. Everything's fine. We pivot to the Aerial Ace, and we take down the Venomoth, and that is leader Sabrina gone. And honestly, that's probably one of the biggest hurdles in between here and the Elite Four. So let's just play smart. Let's just play safe and just continue to get these gym badges and make our way to that Final Four and the champion fight. For our Pokemon Mansion encounter, it was going to be the Coughing. However, I forgot about the self-destruct play, and it just completely pieces out. So we lose that first encounter. But I think we'll be okay. Our Elite Four team is coming along very nicely, so we'll take what we can get and just keep moving forward. It is now time to take on Blaine, the 7th gym leader, focusing mainly on Fire-type Pokemon. And if you have any Water-type Pokemon on the team, you resist his main stab threats, and you can basically one-shot anything. On top of that, Tentacruel is super fast for a Water-type, so we're going to be outspeeding almost every single one of his Pokemon, and we just get that Stab Surf from Omega the Tentacruel. Beautiful stuff. The Growlithe goes down, the Ponyta comes out, the little Fire Horse is extinguished, and good to go. Just absolutely doing amazing here. And now the 3rd Pokemon is coming down. It is the Rapidash. A little bit more scary, but if it can't live a surf and dish out damage, it does not matter, and its special defense is not enough. It goes down as well, and that only leaves the Ace Arcanine with a 2nd Intimidate, but we are not phased as this is special attack, and Arcanine does hold on with that level discrepancy and gets off a nice takedown, but all Blaine can do is heal from this point on, and since Tentacruel is faster, we're always going to win the speed battle when it comes to healing. So we just keep the surfs raining down. We're bringing the ocean down on top of this Fire Dog, and is it enough? Arcanine barely holding on, but Blaine is out of healing options, and it finally falls. The dog drowns, and we secure the 7th gym badge for this run. Poison type only is going really well, and honestly, we might just highlight the 8th gym or call it here. Let's see. All right, let's do it. Let's just dive right in and take on the 8th gym leader, focusing on ground type Pokemon. It is the Rocket Boss Giovanni here, and he sends out his Rhyhorn first, and we still have Omega the Tentacruel with the stab super effective water typing, and Surf just completely takes out the Rhinoceros. The Dugtrio comes down. Surf, again, the speed on the Tentacruel is just so good that it's just not giving Giovanni's Pokemon a chance to fight back. There is the Ace. I don't know why that is not a Rhydon, but it doesn't matter as they would both go down with one Surf, and this Tentacruel is just cheating. It really is. The Nidoqueen does come down, but it has the ground typing on top of the poison, making it very vulnerable. And if a Nidoqueen cannot survive a Surf from a Tentacruel, I do not think the squishier, faster Nidoking can, and it is a fadeaway crit on brand for the channel. Let's go. That is all 8 gym badges secured, and now we are just going to beeline it for our rival, and that's probably going to be a lot closer in nature, so look forward to that. Let's do this thing. All right, the final big fight before the Elite Four. Our rival comes running around the corner, and this is going to be potentially a 6v5 or a 6v6. Beautiful. It's full team versus full team, fully evolved. Everybody is looking good for the most part. And our Gengar comes out here. Iota, she has been doing so amazing, but Pidgeot gets off with like 1 or 2 HP and lands a critical hit wing attack to start this fight, and everything has gone out the window as Gengar potentially could have swept or taken out multiple Pokemon, but the Alakazam comes down and again is just one of the biggest obstacles for this poison-only run. I've said it once, I'll say it again, but the Beedrill comes down for a potential Twin Needle revisit, but this time Alakazam does not get greedy for a future sight and takes out Beta with one shot, and now it is an absolute firing range, but we send out Delta the Crobat, who has access to a physical Shadow Ball, a physical damage move, which is amazing since Alakazam's physical defenses are like paper, and Alakazam falls, and now we can calm down a little bit as the rest of the fight has really opened up. Alakazam is just so scary normally, but again, when everyone's poisoned, it gets really scary. We get the Confuse Ray down onto the Rhyhorn, potentially giving us a safer swap just in case he hurts himself to cover that basis. And now we are thinking, should we throw an Alpha, the grass type, or maybe Omega, the water type? But again, both a little bit more vulnerable because of the potential stab earthquake that Rhyhorn has available. So hopefully Rhyhorn can just smack himself in the face, and he absolutely can, giving Venusaur the open window to get a 4 times Razor Leaf down, and it does take down the Rhino. And now we got the Charizard, the Ace level 53 Fire Dragon, looking absolutely fantastic. However, we do have the Water Jellyfish here to taper this Flamethrower. Hopefully no burn to add up on the damage. Beautiful stuff there. Looking for a stab super effective Surf, and that speed stat is just remarkable. It really is on the Tentacruel, tanking a wing attack and holding on for dear life as the Charizard falls. Really good stuff there. 2 Pokemon to go. The Execute has not evolved yet, actually. Our rival holding out on us as we go in with the Ice Beam. It is super effective, and it is enough to take down the Seeds. Really good stuff. And now the Gyarados, the Sea Leviathan himself, is completely thwarted with the Intimidate because of the clear body, but that's okay. And we do have a super effective Thunderbolt on Iota, but the health bar is just not there. So we throw in Venusaur for the neutral water, or the not very effective water against the grass. Get the Leech Seed down for a more drawn out fight here. It goes for a not very effective Hydro Pump on top of Gyarados' special attack, which is absolutely terrible. So Leech Seed is actually going to do fantastic here as we move into a neutral Razor Leaf. Potential for crit as well with the high crit chance, the Leech Seed adding up, and Gyarados not really having a window to crawl through here. And we get the paralysis on the secret power. It was meant to be Venusaur versus Gyarados. Charizard is not here to take out the starter, and we are looking so good as we just lean into secret power. Forget the mischance on the Razor Leaf, and the Leech Seed fade away. Gyarados falls, and that is our rivals team. Next time we'll see him, it'll be at the Elite Four to win it all. So, as always, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.